we will look at drawing quadratic graphs and using our graphs to solve simple quadratic equations. Now, what you've got to be careful of here in your equation is that x squared. Quadratic graphs have an x squared term in them. Linear graphs are straight line graphs, which you may have looked at previously. The x is just x to the power 1. Quadratic graph, there's just an example of a linear graph, straight line. Quadratic graphs have an x squared term, and because when you square a negative, you get a positive number, this actually produces a curved graph. Okay, so here's our equation, y equals x squared plus x minus 6. Given our x values, we've got to find the missing y values. I would just get into the habit of typing this straight into your calculator. So when x is 1, y is 1 squared plus 1 take away 6. 1 squared plus 1 take away 6 is negative 4. Now you've got to be really careful with these negative values though. When you put these into your calculator, you need to put a bracket round the minus 1. Otherwise, it works it out incorrectly. So this is how you would type this 1 in your calculator to find your y. So bracket minus 1 bracket squared plus negative 1 minus 6 gives us negative 6. Now we're going to replace the x's with 2. So bracket minus 2 squared plus negative 2 minus 6, negative 4. And then bracket minus 3 bracket squared plus negative 3 minus 6 is 0. Now let's plot our graph here. So 2, 0, 1 minus 4, 0 minus 6, minus 1 minus 6, minus 2 minus 4, minus 3, 0. I'm going to join these points to make a curve. Now, you know if you've gone wrong with generating your points because you don't get a nice curve. And it's got to not have a flat bottom. It's got to have curved all the way around. So use your graph to find estimates of the solution to the equation x squared plus x minus 6 is equal to 0. So we need to find when the graph's equal to 0, basically. Well, here, like if you look along this line here, the graph's equal to minus 4. It's asking when is the y value 0. So you can see the y value 0 here and here. You can see it from your table as well, really. So it would be x is equal to negative 3 or x is equal to 2. Okay, maybe have a go at this one yourself and see how you get on. Okay, so for this value here, in our calculator, we type in 4 squared minus 3 times 4, take away 1. Get 3. 3 squared minus 3 times 3, take away 1. So I'm using this equation here to generate my values for y by replacing the x's. 2 squared minus 3 times 2, take away 1. 1 squared minus 3 times 1, take away 1. 0 squared minus 3 times 0, take away 1. So hopefully you remembered here to put your brackets when you're squaring. So I would do bracket minus 1 bracket squared minus 3 times negative 1 minus 1. 3. Bracket minus 2 bracket squared minus 3 times negative 2 minus 1. Part B, use the graph to find estimates for the solutions to the equation x squared minus 3x minus 1 equals 0. So we want to know when this graph is equal to 0. So for example here, the graph's equal to 9. When is it equal to 0? It's there and there. It's basically where it crosses your x-axis. So it's x is equal to 3.3 and x is equal to minus 0.2. Have a go at another one maybe. If you just want to just double check, you can do this, okay? So for the first one, I'd put it in my calculator like this. 3 squared minus 2 times 3, take away 5. This is negative 2. 2 squared minus 2 times 2, take away 5. 1 squared minus 2 times 1, take away 5. 0, give you negative 5. Now again, careful here, bracket minus 1, bracket squared, minus 2 times negative 1, minus 5. Minus 2. Three, and 10. So 3, negative 2. So 2 squares represents 1 on your y-axis. So it'll be 3, negative 1 there. 2, negative 5. 1, negative 6. 0, negative 5. Negative 1, negative 2. Negative 2, 3. Negative 3, 10. Now let's join them up. Use your graph to find estimates of the solution to the equation. Well, on my graph, we only have one solution here. X is minus 1.4.